Salamun ala man ittaba'al huda. A'udzu billahi minasyaitonir rajim. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillahirabbil alamin. Alhamdulillahillazi lahu ma fis samawati wa ma fil ard. Walahul hamdu fil akhirati huwal hakimul khabir. Asyhadu an la ilaha illallah wahdahu la syarikalah. Lahul mulku wa lahul hamdu yuhyi wa mumitu wa huwa ala kulli syai'in qadir. Wa asyhadu anna Muhammadan nabiyyu wa rasuluh sallallahu alaihi wasallam la nabiyya ba'da. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ala ali Muhammad wa barik ala Muhammad wa ala ali Muhammad kama sallaita wa barakta ala Ibrahim wa ala ali Ibrahim fil alamina innaka hamidum majid. Rabbi adkhilni mudkhala sidqin wa akhrijni mukhraja sidqin waj'alni min ladunka sultanan nasira. Rabbi israh li sadri wa yassir li amri wahlul 'uqdatam min lisani yafqahu qawli. Rabbi a'udzubika min hamazati syayatin wa a'udzubika rabbi an yahdurun. Hello dear viewers, nice to see you again. In this occasion, let's talk about educating children in Islam. Before going on in this nice talk, let me start this with some proverbs among the Muslims. And this has been quite well known in the Eastern people community. If parents are rich, their children will be kings. If one time their children also are rich, they will be their slaves. The Proverbs is not a nonsense, an artificial thing. They're having many proofs laying out. Commonly, the children who come from the rich family, especially those ones whose parents are busy all time out of their homes to take care of this and that. Even some of them are seldom to see their family for a long time. Like kings, their children always get or given or bought anything whatever they want, in condition that they or their wishes can be got or estimated with money. In the other side, take a look to the people who have been able to be rich. Many of them do not care anymore with their parents. And the ones whose living is not so wealthy and their parents live with them, they treat their parents like servants, take care of their children, cooking, washing, cleaning the house, and so on. The parents who treat their children like their condition, in the reality not only happen on those ones who come from rich family. Many parents who come from middle economic status also often do the same thing, even worse than the rich ones. They will do anything in order that their beloved children do not cry, not be sad. If do not have money, they will borrow it to someone else. And in some cases, some parents are willing to be criminals just to let them able to fulfill anything their children want. The parents who are wise in educating their children, no matter what, from what economic level they are from will always be distinct in stand at attention on their children, considering the good or the bad ones before they go with their wishes. As the consequence is, it is not all requests from them that have to be fulfilled, although maybe the parents will be able to grant it financially, but if the outcomes of that things will endanger their lives, as well as their morality, behavior, and so on, whether in a short time or a long time, the parents must be distinct to deny the ones asked by their children. The reality occurred among the society proves that the insurgent acts done by some children to their parents commonly caused by the excessive treatment in spoiling the child or children when they were kids. They were given anything what they wanted, and then one time came, the parents were not able anymore to follow what they wished. Meanwhile, they had been accustomed to getting anything for their parents. That is a time for calamity. Never be proud of your children too much. Moreover, by bandaging other people's children or underestimating the ones who do not have any children, no one can guarantee the kid that you are proud of so much at this time will treat you in the future as well as you have done to them, or the Almighty will call them sooner than you expect. In addition, never mock or call other people's children names. The ones that you regard as no one, rubbish in your eyes, and so forth. For many great men came from the condition like that. If you want to be proud of your children or you want to scold them, just do it merrily. As an example, never be proud of too much on very obedient kids. The one who just like to stay at home, do not like go anywhere, calm, talk less, do not like to visit anyone, just stay at home and do anything and do everything at home. Remember, if one time the God predestined them to be away from you, never hope too much they will visit you regularly, contact you, because they are still like they used to be. Do not like to go anywhere and talk less. Even in some cases, indeed, they are the ones like them who like to go away from their homeland and never be back again. Go away to a distant country or region. The condition will be worse if they are often treated badly by their family. In the other side, the naughty children, the ones who like to visit any places, every places they want, talkative, even fussy, if they have grown up to be an adult later, they will remain like they used to be. That if they live in the outer space, if they have chance to visit their parents or someone they want to, they will do it. Parents must be able to place themselves among their children. Never always follow all your children's wishes. The ones who ask and demand you too much things. In the other side, never let your children as they are. If they never ask you anything, and they only may accept whatever you give them. For the last type of children, you have to be proactive to ask them what they want, and give them anything proportionally the same to the kids you demand. The kids who demand much thing from you. Indirectly, the condition in which you give something to your children will teach them how to give away something to others, taking care of other people. If they are seldom given things by you, they will not know how to give to other people. Indeed, if you have to teach them wisely in how to give to other people, ask them to pay what you want to pay, ask them to give something what you want to give. It is really ridiculous if there are any parents who hope their children will be generous. Meanwhile, they are very stingy. They are angry with their children if they lie, but they lie to other people in front of their children. They scold their children at the time they know they're smoking, but they are great smokers. This discussion talk about the guidance from top to the bottom. Now what about the devotion of children to their own parents? I once heard a question asked by a man who asked a Muslim priest, ulama, may we give some sadaqah, that is alms, to our own parents, for their parents are living in misery. MashaAllah. The devotion of a son will never be broken to their parents as long as their parents are still alive, even until they pass away, since they were kids, teenagers, get married, having children, having grandchildren, and so forth, especially to his mother. Meanwhile, for a daughter, the devotion to her husband have to be put in the first priority. If she wants to do something, she has to ask for permission to her children, to her husband, no matter included the things related to her own parents. Never think a married woman will get married if she does something good, in her opinion, to her parents, but hurts her husband in the other side, or she does it secretly or tell lies to her husband. She even be sinful. If parents in their old time cannot earn money by themselves, it is the responsibility of their sons to support their lives. Here, the proof of a proverb say, more children, more livelihood, can be shown for the ones who have many good sons. So, what about the ones who do not have sons, only daughters? The husbands of their daughters have to be willing to support the life of their parents-in-law. Even though if all of their daughters work or have their own job aside, they keep having to ask permission to their husband before supporting their parents. If the sons can support their parents fully, just put aside at least 10% of their income for their parents. It means those ones who earn a little will give little, and the ones who earn more will also give more to their parents. It's fair. The things that I have talked to you have to be done by a son since the beginning. He does not need to wait until he gets married, has children, or wait his parents getting old, can do nothing. If he has been able to earn money for himself, put the money aside, at least 10% off for the parents. Of course, He may do this after he gives away his money for zakat. They give him money for someone else who need it. The compulsory one, at least around 2.5% from the whole income. It is such cursed children, a cursed son, who give zakat for their children, their parents. They let their parents live in misery at the time they have got success in living. What a child. A son has to be distinct when it comes to the needs of his parents. Take a look. There are many men who are very foolish to dedicate all of their income to their wives. Then all of the charity or the good thing that he has to do which need money has to be on his wife's permission. It will be good if he get a good wife, but what about if he get a bad one? He will be able to do nothing even for his parents nor for himself. If we discuss further, the family management system in which money is held fully by a wife, like stated just now, is suitable for a husband who is able to earn little money for their family, and his wife is only a housewife who stays at home all day long, take care of his children, his house. This one will work in order the husband does not spend the money he has got as he will for something which is not needed. For example, he comfortably having meals in restaurants, meanwhile his wife and children eat nothing at home. On the other side, this condition will give its own happiness to his wife, who is only a housewife but still able to hold money. Meanwhile, if the income of the husband is quite a lot, and the wife also has her own job, it is so stupid to deliver the whole income to his wife. There must be a clear budget for their family life. It is must for the old parents to live and taken care by their son and their daughter-in-law as well, and their grandchildren. It is okay if they decide to live with their daughter, but their parents have to be supported by their son financially. Parents needn't have such a pension from an institution in their old time. The devotion of their sons through their 10% income will be much more precious from them than pension from anybody boards.